It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Bill Stadium in upstate New York. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with the Miami Dolphins. And we are underway in Buffalo. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They show run with three tight ends here on first down. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen sliding out of the pocket. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 75 yards, and the Bills have taken the early lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Here comes Jaylen Waddle from his end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. The Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 37. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 37. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this day, has got to be priority one.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. On the handoff, it's Gaskin. Tackle made there by Jordan Poyer.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Now the Bills will take another timeout, and that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Here's Gaskin. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type. And he
takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Myles Gaskin, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
2nd and 10. Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On 3rd down, they go with Singletary. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. These two teams all tied after 1. On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. On the give, this is Singletary. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From midfield, here's Allen. Forced out to his left. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. So the shotgun snap to Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 29-yard line. Throwing on first down is Allen. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Singletary. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Singletary again. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown run for Devin Singletary. And the Bills have taken the lead.
And as many coaches' meetings as we sit in, we hear the word finish all the time, don't we? And on that play, the back actually finished getting into the end zone, breaking the last tackle. Tried to wrap up, tried to use the proper technique, just wasn't able to get it done.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Gregory Rousseau. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking deep downfield. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On play action, Allen. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
High throw, but the catch is made. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, Their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Throwing now is Allen. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Allen. Finding Knox there, complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That's 30 yards now in the last 2 plays, back-to-back 15-yarders, and they're rolling. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. The kick by Bass is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there and a nice win for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
Waddle will return this from the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Tua, the final shot before half. They get this out wide to Gaskin. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this 3rd quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Under pressure, they got him again. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line. Now, this is a nice little gift-wrap situation as they take over 1st and goal. They run here with Singletary. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. And the ball situated at the 9. 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Singletary. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Boy, you'd hate to squander this great field position. Here's 3rd and goal. And Davis with it left side. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that's going to make it 4th down. Snap comes at 1, and it's Allen. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down. Back to the air on 2nd down, Tagovailoa. Williams brings it in. There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Preston Williams, 70 yards. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 1-score game. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes it and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone, and the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Allen now looks to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Emmanuel Ogbah that time, able to drop him for a loss. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly, meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them. They were on him in a hurry.
Another try after the first down sack. Allen flushed out right. Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. And that one incomplete. They tried to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. The Bills on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. To throw, it's Allen. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Into the secondary, past the 40. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Tua. And he whips that one incomplete there.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter. Singletary to get the drive started. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Second and 8. Now Allen going to give it to Moss. Moss going to have a first down and more. Fighting his way through contact. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big gain there for the Bills. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll run here with Moss. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On the handoff, it's Moss. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down. Now Allen. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Dolphins' defense is able to hold.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10.
At about the 32. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. And this is incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Tua. And this is caught by Parker.
They'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down. What do you think? Play this safe? Just worry about getting to OT?
Yeah, don't make any risky throws. It's going to change the outcome. But if anyone slips, take the big shot.
Now Tua.
Rolling to his right. He's airing it out for Williams. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
On the give, this is Moss.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
Zach Moss.
33 yards.
And the Bills on one play have taken the lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And they will take a 7-point lead.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game. At the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution.
Here's Tua. And that's into the hands of Gesicki.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Tua to throw. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted.
Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker.
And the Bills have just about sewn up this football game. Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
Back to throw. Allen. Flush to his right. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he'll take this all the way down to the 15-yard line. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, a little insult to injury here late in the game. And his kick is indeed good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, they've got to find 2 scores. So, you know, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. Tagovailoa eluding the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And to be frank, Charles, probably not too many people surprised at how this one turned out.
Yeah, I don't think so at all. I mean, they're such a good football team. They were at home. You know, you walked in and you looked at the advantages and you saw that they had most of them. It'd take a lot to try and even it up. I just thought 2 words for this ball game: methodical and predictable. And both of them came together.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League comes to you from Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, Michigan. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Miami Dolphins. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started. And we are underway from Ford Field. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
That's a very nice game there. Confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Well, here comes Reynolds as they try to jet sweep.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down. Off play action. Here's Goff.
And that's out to the flat for Swift.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved.
Taking it right down Broadway.
I'm only going to be on the
Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift, 45 yards. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead.
But earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Goff looking to throw. Complete at the 1. And he is not going to make it. They stop him up short, and this will remain a 6-0 ball game. So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead.
Here comes Jaylen Waddle from his end zone.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10
at their own 28-yard line. Off of play action, Tagovailoa.
This one complete to Jaylen Waddle.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
Now that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw is taken in by Waddle.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. Touchdown! Preston Williams, 29 yards. And the Dolphins have tied it. Now they can take the lead with the extra point. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Here's Raymond bringing it out. And he returns this to the 22.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
Running is Swift.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
Goff's throw complete there to St. Brown.
He's at the 30. 10, 5, touchdown, Detroit. Amon-Ra St. Brown, 71 yards. And the Lions are going to jump back in front. So Goff will lead his guys up to the line to go for the 2-point conversion. They'll try and throw for it. That's caught at the 1. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Waddle will return this from the end zone.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Goff. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hockenson.
7 yards to pick up there.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. On second down, Swift. Down right around the 25. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he is going to have a Lions first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll try the air now with Goff. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out, and the Lions add on to their lead. So Goff will lead his guys up to the line to go for the 2-point conversion. They'll look to throw. He's got it at the 2. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Waddle will return this from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw them.
Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Emmanuel Ogbah. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Throwing on 2nd and long. Goff, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Dolphins have got it. Past the 20. 10.
Hey, whatever happened to the days of just getting a fumble recovery? Everyone's into taking it the other way and trying to create points themselves, aren't they?
Well, they are. And now a terrific opportunity inside the 5.
Gaskin.
Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. On 2nd and goal. Tua to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the... And this is caught by Parker for a Miami touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown pass.
And the Dolphins' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. The 2 are going to try and throw for it.
And this is going to be caught, so they do get it. And the 2 points, now they're back down to a 1-score deficit. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Here's Raymond bringing it out. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football.
Touchdown, Detroit.
DeAndre Swift.
He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Lions strike quickly here for 6 points. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Goff now looks to throw. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This fielded right at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough.
Fighting through, and he's got space.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Finding Gaskin underneath. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Escaping the pressure right.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time.
Picked off at the 21. He's at the 40. The 20.
What you doing out there, boy?
And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they will not really have time to do much of anything. 15 seconds, all that remains before halftime.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. On 2nd and a yard. Tua flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 19.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this 3rd quarter.
Taking it about the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Tua's throw here taken in by Parker.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Myles Gaskin, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Now Brian Flores going to leave the offense out there to go for 2. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. A limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Goff. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
From the 39, Goff. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Back to the running game with Swift. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the 1st half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Here's Goff. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. Room here to run. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. A huge play there on the screen pass. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Gone. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
He'll drop this one off to Swift. And in for the Lions touchdown. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Lions have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. They'll try to run with Swift. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On first down, Tagovailoa. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you play man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And that will be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game.
And now here is another interception. Picked by Tracy Walker. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now a carry for Swift.
And they'll get him down right around the 16.
2nd down and 8.
Here's Goff.
He'll get this off to Swift.
And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. To throw is Goff.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Xavier Howard.
So that about as easy an interception as a linebacker's ever going to have.
Yeah, when we use the word easy for them, it never is, right? Because, let's face it, a lot of them aren't blessed with the greatest of hands. But the pressure here, it gets home and forces the ball to hang up in the air, and they come away with the pick.
And they work this out past the 25. Tua now on first down.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw here taken in by Gesicki.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Tua now on first down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And again, it's Tagovailoa. And this is caught by Williams. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A big play there for the Dolphins.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there.
Touchdown, Dolphins.
Jaylen Waddle.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Dolphins go 98 yards and finish it off in the end zone.
They'll try and run it here. And he's going to get into the end zone for 2. And they're back within 2 scores. Down 15 now. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally. But here comes the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the fourth.
No, not at all. And they're trying to get something going after one there. But you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
125 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
Right back to Swift again on second down.
The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Once again, it's Swift.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
Throwing now, Goff.
He'll find Swift out of the backfield.
3 yards the gain there, second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to